As the sun rose on Eel River Lumber Camp, it seemed like just another day. Waking to the sound of the bugle, throwing on coats, hats, boots, rushing to the cookhouse, jostling to be first in line for breakfast, wolfing down eggs, bacon, stacks of flapjacks, mugs of gritty coffee, and heading off to the forest, tramping through the woods, clearing brush, cutting branches, fording rivers, climbing hills, choosing trees, clearing a fall path, grabbing saws and axes, then chopping, cutting, hacking, sawing, chopping, cutting, hacking, sawing, chopping, cutting, hacking, sawing, creaking, groaning, falling, shouting, and begin again. Eel River was usually a happy place, but today the air lay heavy with unrest. We like to kid around, telling jokes, playing pranks, but today the pranks turned sour. Chatter turned to banter, banter turned to teasing, chatter turned to banter, banter turned to teasing, teasing turned to taunting, taunting turned to jibes, turned to yelling, turned to shouting, turned to mocking, turned to jeers, turned to ribbing, turned to insults, turned to threats, turned to fists, turned to blows! Beaver tried to calm folks to no avail. Tony Beaver, Camp Strongman, Camp Clown. Tony Beaver, mighty as an ox, stubborn as a mule, not used to being ignored. He climbed up the mountain to think. He got to the top just as it was growing dark. The stars came out, one by one by one. Tony Beaver took off his coat, hat, boots, unfurled his bedroll, lay down, and slowly drifted off to sleep. Tony Beaver woke with the first rays of the sun. He opened his eyes and saw a dewdrop shining on the grass beside him. Tony Beaver winked. The dewdrop winked. Tony Beaver blinked. The dewdrop blinked. Tony Beaver winked. The dewdrop winked and filled with a frosty light. It twinkled on one side, then the other, one side, then the other, one side, then the other, and shimmered like the whole world was contained inside it. Tony Beaver heard some music playing from far, far away. Was it Fiddler Jimmy? But the music sounded so odd. As the sun rose, Tony Beaver began to worry the dewdrop would evaporate. So he wrapped it in moss and leaves for protection and carried it down the mountain. He was running so fast, he almost ran into Fiddler Jimmy. He said, "Jimmy, I heard you play." Fiddler Jimmy said, "No." Fiddler Jimmy said, "No, that wasn't me. That was the big music. Be careful, or you'll spring a hole right through the other side. And the big music will break through." "And who cares if it does," says Tony Beaver. "And who cares if it does," says Fiddler Jimmy. "Who cares if it does? Who cares if it does? Who cares if it does?" So, the next morning before dawn, Tony Beaver blew the bugle to gather us together. He unwrapped the dewdrop, and it started to twinkle and shine. Twinkle and shine, twinkle and shine. The preacher said no. Fiddler Jimmy said no, but it was too late. The big music burst through, and all were caught up in the dance. Then, as quickly as it came, the music receded. Peace and calm washed over Eel River Lumber Camp. Jostling in line to be first for breakfast, tramping through the woods, cutting branches, clearing paths, laughing, joking, playing, and always time for a dance.